Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala, and today I'm doing just another makeup video in my car. The lighting is not going to be the best, only because of all the sun and the rain spots on the window. I apologize for that, but it just is what it is for today. And I thought I'd rather make a video than not. So I wanted to show you the makeup look that I am going to do today. So if you want to see this makeup look, and I will try to show it in all the lighting that I possibly can, then please keep watching. I have here my Hourglass makeup bag. I usually keep it pretty updated with the the daily makeup that I use and just favorite things that kind of never leave my bag, like this Mercier caviar stick in the color Forbidden Rose. And I just kind of switch things up. And I decided to go with like a, sorry about the lighting. I'm in the car and yeah, it's been raining and now there's a bunch of interesting streaks and things on the window. So I just wanted to show you the makeup that I'm gonna do today. And it's been a little too long since I've made a video. There's just been a lot of, life things happening, and I definitely can't always make videos as often as I would like to. So I hope you guys have all been doing well. The fall season is definitely one of my favorite times. I was just using the Hourglass hydrating skin tint. I'm really low on it, but it's my favorite. It's one of the few skin tints or foundations that I can apply straight to the skin, and I have like normal to dry skin. And let me see if I can get kind of a better angle here. Okay, we can do with the natural sunlight, just so you can see like the finish. It just has the most hydrating and beautiful finish if you have like normal to dry skin. The other one that does this for me is that Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, and I would certainly rebuy that one. The only reason I haven't by now is only because I'm trying to go through a few other ones, and as well as testing out some other ones. So I just don't want too many hanging around and not being used. And my concealer is just this Typology in the lightest color, Fair. It seems to be like the perfect color for me. And I just use like a dot and it pretty much covers everything. It's kind of like I'd say a light coverage. And I really do not mind light coverage for my entire face, even including my under eyes, because then it kind of looks a little more normal when you can kind of see still some of the colors like in your skin, the coloring, the discoloration. So yeah, I love this. I really like this. It really does feel like a skincare, and I love that type of product because then it just doesn't feel like anything is on your face the whole day. And then for my powder, I just keep this one in my makeup bag at all times because, one, I love the powder, and two, I love this little brush that it comes with. It's absolutely perfect. And I just sweep it across everywhere. It does in the pan kind of look like there's like areas of like hard pan. I'm not sure if it is hard panning or not. Not really sure. But as long as the powder it gets picked up, then I don't really mind what it's looking like in the pan. right, hopefully it's looking okay. I mean, just everything looks so even and so pretty. I love this combo of products, and even like the powder is really lightweight and really, really pretty. I wanted to do my lips first, as I usually do. Where's my lip liner? So I've been testing out. I've been going back and trying to reuse, because I bought them and they're not returnable. I'm like, okay, I've got to see how these work. I mean, I've got to keep trying them until I like something about them. Something. So I've been just kind of trying them on these lip liners by Ravie Beauty, because initially I did not like the colors, and even now they're not the perfect colors for me. But I think when I pair them with the right lip products, then it actually looks much better. So I'm gonna show you Almond. I like to use I only got 3 of the colors, because see, look, I mean, it's, as people say, it's a nice contour shade, but on it just looks a little bit almost like a gray. And I'm not always a fan of the really gray look. And I just wonder if it has anything to do with my olive skin. Like, there's just something that's not quite looking right. And then the lipstick that I want to go with today, and I think this is a beautiful and perfect fall color, is Mi Kiss by Charlotte Tilbury. I love these like berry tone. I love the smell of these lipsticks. Yeah, that's just so pretty. And I might have to reapply the lip liner, because it's not quite visible. With these like opaque lipsticks, it kind of tends to disappear, the color. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more over. See, even with like this color, I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see the gray outline. So I really have to just work at it and blend it in and make sure it's not just sitting there on the skin. So now I'm going to do my blush, and I wanted to go with a neutral tone, because one of you suggested it'd be nice to see like a video of neutral tone blushes. So I do want to make that video with like a bunch of blushes, but for now I'm just going to apply one of my favorite. This used to be way higher, if you can believe it. It used to be like a super dome, but it's now been flattened by years. This is the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Blush in the color Baroque. I love this color. There's just something so subtle about it. I know, the stinking lighting is just... Let's see if I can kind of get in the shadows here, so you can see it without that sun glare. It just has like this beautiful lightness to the skin. It is, I'd say, more certainly on the peach side. And there's another one that they have that is, I think, more on the rosy brown side. I think it's the one called Rococo. And I really want to try that one too, because it's like a deeper neutral blush. For my bronzer, I want to go in with this Too Faced Milk Chocolate bronzer, and it's one of their subtle, really beautiful, light, natural looking colors. And I think it's one of their lightest shades. I don't know. Yeah, some brands are getting rid of so many of their colors. I don't know why. And you guys are saying that it's hard to find like this one because it's similar to the Hans Skincare, which is a clean beauty brand. And this was the closest color that I found to that particular bronzer. For highlighter, I took out my Rare Beauty. This is in the color Exhilarate. Go back here so you can kind of see. Wow, that one's like super intense. That blush already has a sheen to it, which is why I also love it. I love a glowy blush. I was using my one Pop Shot that I got from Charlotte Tilbury a while ago, and I love this color in Smoky Quartz. What I was doing is just kind of tapping it and creating a really soft shadow, and it was just so pretty. When I use it a little more softly, then it doesn't become like a smoky, intense eye, which is not usually something that I go for. Only because I feel like it just doesn't quite, it's not one of my most favorite looks, if that makes sense. Then I'll just add maybe a little bit more on top with, I love how like sheer these colors are. So you're getting like a lot of sparkle. I'm gonna go into the sunlight. You're getting a lot of sparkle and not so much like opaque base. So it still has that soft, beautiful eye look that I always go for. As it's fall, I've definitely been working a lot in my yard and trying to do all the things to take care of it, you know, post summer, and just getting it ready for the fall. The weather's been pretty rainy, getting a little cold, and so I've just been trying to keep up with some of the yard work while I've been away, because I love gardening. I love a beautiful outdoors area to sit and enjoy nature. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my Tarte eyeliner. This thing has been alive for like so many years. I think I got it in one of those Ipsy glam bags years ago. I am impressed by this. I've just been mixing my warm tones and cool tones willy-nilly, and it's been turning out really pretty. I don't always do like that whole monochromatic look. I love mixing up the colors because then sometimes it just makes the opposite, like the cool tone lip and the warm cheek, it just makes them pop, and it makes them more complementary at times. So I've been really liking that. And then for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to use a little bit of my burnished bronze eyeshadow stick, because what I love, I'm gonna try to go into the shadow here, because what I love is just defining my lower lash line here and just kind of creating a nice shadowy shape to the eye. Just like that. I love that. I'm going to use just my mascara, which is the Benefit Fanfest. All right, I really like how the eyes have turned out. And then basically the last thing is just some brow powder. And I love this stick by Benefit. It's the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. And it's a little bit more like it's the volumizing fiber pencil, which is really cool because then it has like a softer, it's like a soft shadow in the eyes, which is really nice and precise in this pencil form. So I really like, you can really just do it without even looking. If you want just a little bit of depth in your brows. All right, and I think that is pretty much it for my makeup look. I know, sorry about the lighting. It wasn't exactly the best, but I wanted to make a video anyways. It's been so long and I really wanted to just show you guys what I've been using. And in here I just have like 2 other blushes in the neutral category. I love this Laura Mercier blush in the color All That Sparkles. I'm not going to show you in the sunlight only because it's like that's crazy. And in the shadow it's just hard to sort of see it, but it's basically a very neutral pink, like a very fair pink brown. And it's just really, really pretty for just a super subtle rosy cheek. Very subtle. If you're not into pinks, this would be the one that you'd be into because it's not quite there, but it still brings a little bit of color to your face as we all want to look alive. Yeah, I've been really just testing out those lip liners a lot. And then usually, I mean, I always use my Charlotte Tilbury. The Star Aura is one of my like favorite quads. This one's with me a lot of the times when I go anywhere. And that is, yeah, that's pretty much it for the makeup. I have more, of course, in my house, and I just keep the things that I want to switch out on my desk, and I switch them out pretty regularly. I'm still using that Typology skin tint that I really like, but then I also have to go through the Ilia skin tint, and that one for some reason I was hoping that it would be a really good alternative, local alternative, a US brand, a good alternative to the Typology, but unfortunately I really like the Typology much more because it's a lot more undetectable, and the Ilia one just kind of sits on my skin a little too visibly, and no matter what I do, unless I switch out like the primers, that would probably make the biggest difference. So if I used like the Merit oil based primer, then the Ilia one would look better. But anyways, so yes, sorry I've been gone for so many weeks. There's just a lot that we had to catch up on. And I've mentioned before that my husband and I have a business that is not even a year old, and it's a real estate photography business. And we've been, you know, just building our client list and all that. And it's just within the first year. So we're just focusing on that and other just family stuff. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys have been doing well, and thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.